Right, and just to begin with, just tell me your name and your position, please.
Jon Worsnop, goalkeeper.
So firstly, welcome to York City. Why choose York?
To be honest, York's a huge club. You know, I'm a Yorkshireman by trade. I've been to this ground as a kid. I've played at the ground as I was coming through the ranks of Bradford City. And when the opportunity came to sign for a club like York, you know, it was a no-brainer for me, and obviously to work with the gaffer. You know, I know Gary Mills in the game, got a lot of respect for him. So, you know, everything on paper just made sense.
Just tell us about your background.
Well, I started through Bradford City when I was in the Premier League, a good standard. Ended up on loan at Charlton, Hull, then signed for Chester when they was in the conference and was in the conference winning team. And then I ended up going back to Chester 3 years ago. We had a successful team under Steve Burr, you know, a few conference games there, and then towards the back end of last season ended up at Bradford Park Avenue through knowing Mark Bauer, who's an ex-York player who was struggling to stay in the league, and he begged me to go back and help him out, which I did, and luckily they survived.
Will this be your first season in Conference North? Have you always been a level or two or even three higher?
Yeah, obviously I've always played in the conference and enjoy playing the conference, and you know, I do think the standard from Conference North and Conference is huge. However, it's still a big task to get promoted. That's what we're all here to do. There's some tough opposition, but you know, I'm sure the gaffer will put in an able team to fight for promotion.
You see you knew Gary Mills from previous occasions?
Well, Gary Mills was the Wrexham manager, and obviously I was at Chester, and the Wrexham Chester derby was quite big, so we pretty much knew the ins and outs of the management and players at Wrexham as they did with us, so we've had a few encounters.
So how important do you feel your experience will be in goal for York City this season? Yeah,
well, I'm a big character, you know, I organise, I shout a lot, you know, I like to just keep the lads on the toes, and yeah, being around this level of football, I know what's the minimum standard, you know, and you know, I make sure I get that from the lads. But you know, having experience in a team, it goes a long way to have the right balance and mixture.
And it is a tough league, isn't it, Conference North?
Yeah, they're all tough leagues. Whatever league you seem to go into, you'll have your tough teams and your rivals, and you have teams that you expected to beat. But you know, at a club like York, you're going to be on a hiding for nothing every week, because people and the fans will expect a win, but the teams that you're playing against will be raising their game. So you know, it's not going to be easy, but you know, I'm confident that we'll give a good account of ourselves.
And you're looking forward to get started now, because pre-season training just around the corner?
Yes, Saturday. Looking forward to it. I'm just itching to get going now, so been counting down the days. I'm sure I'll be on that Saturday when need some new lungs. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting the friendlies out of the way and then getting the season started. Been doing it a long time now, so I know what to expect. And yeah, I'm excited.
And are there any players here that you've come across before, played with before?
Yeah, I've come across a few. Obviously, John Parkin, Rankin, I've played against many times. Mork, another good player. So yeah, you know, everyone seems to knock about at the same level, and you know, you come across each other a lot. And they're all good lads. You know, I've looked at the squad, and you know, they all seem to be nice lads. I know maybe one or two new faces as well, so I'm not going to be the only new man here.